if you're going to prioritize having fun in your life, now is the time, because we're 3 weeks away from the Adventure Drive's Monaco trip. And when you think of all these like exotic destinations like Monaco, car capital of the world, so much money just crammed into a little like box of country, it's awesome. But you also hear things like, oh yeah, you joke around about going to the south of France. Well, we're going there too. We're going to Saint-Tropez, the south of France. We're driving through the French Alps, which is going to be awesome. Then we're going to Italy. We're going to be up in Alba, which is the truffle section. We're going to spend a night in a vineyard, go back down to Monaco. You got 3 nights in Monaco. It's a great trip. If you're interested, click the link in the description and check it out. And maybe I will see you in Monaco. Who knows? You can either look for excuses not to do things, or you can do the things that you've always dreamt of doing, and we'll make it easy for you. So click the link for Adventure Drives in the description. What's going on, everybody? Rob Ferretti here down in West Palm Beach, Florida, and I'm at the E.C.D house. What is an E.C.D house? Well, they're displaying a new vehicle that they just launched, which is not something like the Defender you see behind me, which is something that you can create and spec out yourself. It's called the Beach Runner 1, and it's a vehicle that is going to be sold in showrooms. So unlike this Defender here that somebody had to spec and build and wait the year for it to be completed, you can literally walk in with your checkbook, sign that check, and drive out with a vehicle. Or you don't want to do that, you want something tailored just like this or that Beach Runner to the spec you want it. Right behind me, they got the mobile design trailer. They're going to bring the showroom right to your house, park it in your driveway wherever you are, and give you the opportunity to build the vehicle of your dreams right from the comfort of your own home. And here, as you walk onto the trailer, you're going to be able to not only see all these different options you can put into the vehicle, and this mobile design trailer really helps you do that by actually being able to look at the gauges, feel the steering wheel, feel the leather, sit in the seats, and look at some paint samples or even some wood samples of what your flooring is actually going to look like. So they really do bring the design experience right to your house in a very cool fashion, right? When your neighbor comes over and is like, hey, what was that trailer doing in your driveway the other day? And you can be like, oh, I was just building my new vehicle. You're going to see it in a couple of months. That's pretty cool. You can also watch from the safety of your driveway the full transparency of your vehicle being produced. They live stream the workday on their YouTube channel, so you can always watch. That's pretty cool to just be sitting in your office saying, hey, remember that trailer that was in my driveway the other day? Well, this is my vehicle. So you're gonna watch it go from this through that and ultimately become a reality in your driveway. And here we are. This is the Beach Runner 1. This is going to be their first, let's just say, production vehicle that can be purchased without waiting in line by walking into a dealership. And it's pretty cool. It's designed to hang out, obviously, by the name. It's designed to be by the beach. So let's take a closer look at it and show you why that is. The obvious things that you're going to notice, it shares a lot of design elements as the other Defenders because it's based off of a Defender, clearly. But what you're going to notice about this one is it's designed with all these cool features that make it perfect for the beach and honestly not really well suited for anywhere else. You got the spare tire here on the hood. That's just a cool design element, but it also hides the strap because down here you have a strap because of the windshield, as you can see, is hinged and the windshield folds down. I think that's incredibly cool. The fact that the windshield folds down is not a feature you're going to find on very many vehicles. It does get pretty windy with the windshield down. We went for a ride before. It's a super fun, super cool experience, but most of the time you're probably going to have the windshield up unless you're cruising the beach at 10 or 15 miles an hour, in which case who needs air conditioning, because it feels mighty nice even in the 80-degree Florida sun to have that down.
Oh, that feels good.
Yeah. Guess you don't need the air conditioning.
Yeah. Oh, that feels great.
And when you take a look inside, you're really going to understand what the Beach Runner was designed for. You're talking like not weatherproof, let's just say weather resistant interior here that allows for you to get some sand on the floors, to hose it out, to really clean it up. It's really a rugged design, obviously without a roof and with a foldable windshield and no windows on the thing. You've got to expect that this vehicle is designed to be used during the day as an activity vehicle, and as an activity vehicle, you're going to expect, if you're going to the beach, it's going to get a lot of that sand and maybe, who knows, in the back, maybe a couple of beer cans. So it's got that aspect to it where it's designed to take it without getting moldy and all of that stuff. Let's take a look at one of my favorite features in the back here. They've got the activity rack, so if you want to throw some bicycles up there, you've got the racks. This actually folds out to gain access, so this whole thing is going to unscrew at that screw and swing open, and this will allow you to use this as a table over here if you want to use this as a table on the side, or just move it off to the side so you can get people in and out. But again, when you're cruising the beach, you can just climb in and out of this thing. You don't even have to open these things. You can just climb through. It has the signature wood grain floors, which I think are mandatory. It looks good. It's got the fold-up seats, so if you want storage, you have storage. Or if you want the seats down, you can have 4 seats in the back. Obviously, this gives you more storage space without jeopardizing any of the interior space, which you're going to be using to haul 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people in style around the beach. And that's not even considering standing up. I mean, what's the laws about standing up in the back against a roll bar? Probably not. But here you can also see they've got the drop down foot rails. So when you open the door, the foot rails come down, so it's easier to get in and out of. Here's another cool feature of the vehicle. In between the seat back here, part of the sound system is a removable Bluetooth speaker. Bringing the party and being able to take advantage of your cool sound system and then take it with you is something that nobody else really offers. Now this specific vehicle is fitted with the LT1 motor. You'll note that is a 460 horsepower GM power plant, which obviously is incredibly reliable, makes good noises, and gives you a hell of an experience. And I mean, you see, it's a rugged design. I mean, this thing is based off of it is a Land Rover Defender, and it is just a modernized, better version of one, allowing for you to be the cool guy at the beach, right? I drove it over on the beach here during spring break, and it was breaking necks. There's people commenting on it. Perfect vehicle for the beach, because you know what? They're not wrong. All right, so now we're down here enjoying the beach, and this is exactly what this vehicle was built for. Let me just pull in here real quick. This thing lives down at the beach, and I drive by, I let people walk by. It's a polite thing to do. What do I get? I get compliments, not for being nice, but on my beach runner, because everyone's like, this is a perfect vehicle for the beach, and they're not wrong. So I can't tell. Go ahead. Yeah, no problem. Thank you very much. It is perfect for the beach. So another thing that's great about the Beach Runner is it comes with built-in heritage. It's based on a Land Rover Defender. So it's not like you're competing with these other companies that are making something that they think would be cool at the beach, but nobody knows what it is. So you have to now convince somebody what it is. The Defender is a classic vehicle, which has a cult following, and everybody knows what it is. It's got that visual recognition right off the bat, and everyone's like, wow, it's a really classy vehicle. This is the better version of that.
That's a nice rig. What year?
Thank you. This one is brand new, actually. It's made by a company called E.C.D, which is East Coast Defender.
Yeah, oh, is that right?
It's a Beach Runner. Now, you don't need palm trees. You could be driving this thing. There's beaches all over. There's the Hamptons. There's California. This lives in Malibu. Like, you think of these $10 million houses up and down the Pacific Coast Highway. This is going to be in the driveway. It's classy, it's purpose-built, and it does exactly what you want it to do. And with something like this, you're not relying on this for an everyday vehicle. This is just something fun to cruise around in and vibe out to when you're down at the beach. Now, you may ask what vehicles this competes with. Well, it's in the price point of an Urus, Bentley Bentayga. You're looking at a very luxury price point, but you're also getting a very specialized, unique, and limited product. To think that a Lamborghini Urus is mass produced compared to these says something, right? Because you think of a Lamborghini Urus as exclusive. This is even more exclusive. So the club that you're in when you own something like this is a legitimate club. This is the 1% of the 1% that drives these vehicles. The only thing, if I could think of one thing that they're missing, sunblock. Because you got no roof, which is lovely, but also my arm is starting to feel it. So this is really the ideal beach cruiser for the classy guy who has money and obviously friends, because it seats 8 people. It looks good, it sounds good, it's a good piece of garage art. It gives you a great experience and it's a great vibe. This thing, when you're driving it, when you're listening to music, when you got everybody looking at you, when it just looks classy, it screams good time and it delivers good time. And that's really what you're paying for when you've got the money. So don't be surprised when you see these things rolling around all the hotspot beach locations come summer. You'll now know what it is. It is a very, very cool idea. It's nice, and that's one of the things I said when I was at the factory. I'm like, do people want to wait the year for their vehicle? And this answers that. Those that don't want to wait no longer have to. To check them out, visit the link in the description to East Coast Defender. It's E.C.D. You can watch them being built on their website. You can subscribe to their YouTube channel, or you know what? Maybe I'll talk to them about having them as rentals. So if you want to experience what it's like to be that classy rich guy hanging out in style at the beach, you can be without having to drop $250,000. We'll figure out what the rate's going to be. Rob Ferretti, thank you for watching. Thanks E.C.D for bringing me down here, and I hope you enjoy checking out what I hope is the future of more to come, because the more classic, awesome vehicles, there's so many awesome vehicles that have been created in the last 60 years, the more that gets saved and recreated and reproduced so you get this authentic, awesome experience, the better. Doing God's work, I'm telling you. Rob Ferretti, see you next time.